Hello and welcome back to Yuna Garden, your peaceful corner on the internet where gardening meets timeless design. If you're dreaming of transforming your outdoor space this spring, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into a collection of elegant spring garden and patio designs, all inspired by classic farmhouse decor. Whether you're working with a cozy porch, a sunny backyard, or just looking for a little seasonal refresh, this video is packed with ideas to spark your creativity. From blooming pathways to charming rustic accents, you'll discover designs that blend beauty with comfort and are perfect to bring into your own garden. Let's explore together. There's something magical about a blooming cottage garden entryway in spring. As the season unfolds, delicate climbing roses and colorful florals stretch over a vintage gate, offering a warm and timeless welcome. The air is filled with subtle fragrance, and every stone beneath your feet tells a story of seasons past. It's an inviting space that feels both curated and wild, nature doing its thing with a little guiding hand. This type of garden design blends structured paths with soft, untamed growth, creating the perfect balance between order and organic charm. The stone path weaves through bursts of tulips, daisies, and sweet alyssum, drawing visitors deeper into a garden that feels like it's been growing for decades. Now, let's step past the gate and onto the patio. Our rustic patio with wooden accents continues the cozy cottage charm. The centerpiece is a weathered wood table surrounded by chairs with soft linen cushions, perfect for lazy mornings with tea or afternoon chats. Terracotta pots brimming with seasonal blooms line the edges, softening the space with natural color and life. In this garden nook, the emphasis is on comfort and style that feels lived in. Imperfect finishes, handmade decor, and natural textures make it all the more inviting. It's a design that says relax and stay a while. Just beyond this patio, a fragrant lavender path begins to unfold, drawing the eye and the senses onward. The lavender pathway through raised beds creates a calm, fragrant corridor between garden zones. Lavender's silver-green foliage and deep purple blooms offer both structure and softness, while the rustic stone borders add timeless charm. This layout works beautifully for small or narrow spaces, drawing attention forward and creating a natural flow in the garden. Each raised bed is filled with an intentional mix of herbs, spring vegetables, and companion flowers that attract pollinators. The pathway doesn't just serve a visual function, it invites you to engage with the garden up close. As we reach the corner of the beds, a charming display of vintage watering cans awaits. In a shaded corner of the garden, vintage watering cans find a second life as decorative planters and sculptural accents. Their aged patina brings warmth and character, while the variety of sizes adds dimension to an otherwise overlooked nook. It's a simple way to add farmhouse charm without overpowering the space. This small display becomes a storytelling moment, a reminder of tools that once nurtured the land now transformed into pieces of art. Nestled among hostas and ferns, they hold trailing plants and delicate blooms. Just across from this cozy corner, a farmhouse porch swing catches the afternoon light, calling us in for a rest. The farmhouse porch swing is a peaceful haven in the garden. Suspended from sturdy beams, the swing gently rocks between posts draped in ivy and hanging ferns. Soft pillows in neutral tones invite relaxation, while the surrounding blooms add color and texture without overwhelming the scene. This space blurs the line between home and garden, offering a retreat that feels both private and open to nature. It's the perfect spot to enjoy a book, a cup of tea, or the company of a loved one. As twilight approaches, the glow of mason jar lanterns begins to flicker around a nearby garden table. A rustic garden table adorned with mason jar lanterns transforms any outdoor space into a magical spring setting. The soft flicker of candlelight reflects off glass jars, creating a cozy, enchanted mood. This table isn't just for meals. It becomes the centerpiece of evening gatherings, storytelling, or even quiet moments alone. The combination of natural wood, vintage glass, and gentle lighting adds depth to the garden design. It's an easy DIY addition that elevates any outdoor space. From this glowing scene, we turn to a more traditional image of spring gardens, a white picket fence lined with blooming peonies. Few things evoke the charm of a spring garden, quite like a white picket fence paired with blooming peonies. These large, ruffled blossoms burst with life, their soft pink and white petals creating a dreamlike border. It's the kind of garden design that feels familiar, yet always takes your breath away. The fence serves not just as a boundary, but as a canvas for color and shape. Layered plantings build height and texture, creating a lush backdrop. As we follow the line of blooms, we discover rustic galvanized planters, each brimming with seasonal greens and flowers, a signature farmhouse touch. Galvanized planters offer a practical yet stylish solution for spring gardening. Their metallic tones contrast beautifully with soft greenery and vivid spring blooms, creating a balanced and refined farmhouse look. Whether arranged along a path or clustered on a patio, these planters bring versatility and elegance to outdoor spaces. What's great about this design element is its adaptability. It works in small gardens, balconies, or expansive yards. With just a few well-placed containers, you can create a focal point that feels curated and seasonal. Speaking of standout features, a trellis covered in clematis adds a vertical flourish to the garden ahead. A garden trellis covered in clematis brings vertical drama and delicate color to any outdoor space. These fast-growing vines offer dense coverage in beautiful spring blossoms in purples, whites, and soft pinks. Positioned strategically, a trellis becomes more than just support. It transforms into a living wall. This structure adds privacy, shade, and aesthetic value, all while showcasing the natural beauty of climbing plants. It's especially useful in smaller gardens where vertical space matters. As we round the bend, we come upon a quiet retreat, an antique bench resting under a floral archway. An antique bench nestled beneath a floral archway offers a final moment of calm and reflection. The arch, woven with climbing roses and spring blossoms, frames the bench like a scene from a fairy tale. This design element adds romance and serenity to the garden, inviting visitors to pause and take it all in. Benches like this are more than just seating, they're an invitation to slow down and savor the beauty of the season. From here, the view of the entire garden unfolds, tying together all the farmhouse and spring elements we've explored. It's a perfect place to end your garden journey for now. Thank you so much for joining me on this garden journey. I hope today's video has inspired you with new ideas to bring charm, color, and comfort to your outdoor space this spring. From blooming cottage paths to cozy farmhouse patios, there's so much beauty to be found in every little garden corner. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear which design was your favorite, or how you're planning to refresh your garden this season. Until next time, happy gardening, and I'll see you in the next video here on Yuna Garden.